Welcome to class. For this session, we will be doing a 30-minute buns and guns workout. So you got it. We are going to be strengthening our biceps, triceps. Additionally, we'll be strengthening the glute muscles. So why is it important to have strong glutes and strong arms? Well, many reasons. Starting with the glutes, when we have strong glutes, that provides stability for a stable spine. Additionally, with strong glutes, you have your glute med, glute min, glute max. That provides stability and strength for a stable pelvis, knees, and ankles. And obviously, arms, lifting, anything we need to do on our daily lives. So let's go ahead and get started. For today's session, all you will need is a water bottle and a mat. I will say additionally, you can add a long band or a hand towel rolled up lengthwise if you'd like to add more of a strength component for the arm part of our workout today. So go ahead and meet me in the middle of your mat and we'll get started. All right. So let's begin by warming up the neck with some gentle stretches. So place your hands down at your sides, drop your shoulders away from your ears. From here, shift your pelvis to neutral position. We're going to inhale as you look up at the ceiling. On an exhale, I want you to look down at the floor, creating a slight double chin here, okay? This helps create length through the back of the cervical spine. Again, we inhale as you look up at the ceiling. Exhale to look at the floor. Bring your head back to center. We're going to inhale as we turn our head now towards the side of the room. Keep your body still. Exhale, return to center again. Inhale, turn your neck opposite direction. Exhale, return to start one more time on both sides. Making sure to keep your hips square and turning your neck as far as you can feel a stretch through the front. Beautiful. From here, I'm going to bring your chin to your shoulder and then you're going to sweep it across your chest to the opposite shoulder here. Again, create that slight double chin, which creates length through the back of the cervical spine. Nice and controlled movements for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your head back to center. From here, let's begin with a roll down, okay? So legs hip distance apart, equal weight in both feet. Drop your hands to the side, pelvis in neutral. Inhale with your glutes engaged. As you exhale, you're going to flex your spine forward. First from the mid-spine, then we tuck our chin to our chest. As you come down, I want you to come down bone by bone. Nice and controlled here. The crown of your head should face the floor. We pause at the bottom with an inhale. As we exhale, engage the glutes and stack the spine to come up. So the first one might be a little lumpy and bumpy as we start moving our spine at the beginning of our workout. So let's do one more. We inhale at the top with our glutes engaged. Exhale, we're going to flex the spine forward. Release your glutes as you cannot maintain that neutral pelvis anymore. Again, make sure to maintain equal weight throughout both feet. The crown of the head faces the floor. Inhale, pause. Exhale, we come up, engaging the glutes and stacking the spine bone by bone. Nicely done at the top. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Beautiful. From here, we move right into scapular mobilization with legs hip distance apart, pelvis in neutral. Engaging your abdominals and glutes, I want you to inhale as you protract the scapula forward. Exhale, retract the scapula back. Again, we're going to inhale as we reach forward and exhale, bring the scapula back. So pretend that you had a little walnut in between your shoulder blades. You're going to try to crack that walnut. Okay, as you come back. Again, inhale, we reach forward and exhale, retract the scapula back. Beautiful. From here, hands come overhead, so palms are facing. We inhale as we elevate the scapula up now and exhale as you decompress the scapula down. Okay, now many reasons for scapular mobilization and why it's important, a few of which is to release any tension or tightness throughout the neck. Additionally, relieving tension through the mid-spine. Last time, beautiful. Hands come down. I want you to go ahead and roll out the wrists. Bring your hands up, overhead, out to the sides, and down in front. One more time, rolling out the wrists. Wrist circles. Inhale, reach, and exhale, down and around. Beautiful. From here, I want you to go ahead and meet me at the top of your mat. So I want you to extend your legs long, the toes pointed. Bring your legs together, heel bones pointing towards each other. We're going to sit nice and tall on our sits bones, extending the hands in front of you. Rotate palms facing your shins. Inhale here. On an exhale, you're going to draw your belly button to your spine, creating a deep C shape in your abdominals as we roll back with control. Again, maintain that same glute and abdominal connection the whole way through. If you need assistance, place one forearm on the mat. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tilt your pelvis back first, then engage your abdominals and glutes. Hands come overhead, 90-degree shoulder flexion. Then we lift the head, neck, and chest on a roll up. So same thing on the way down. If you need assistance on the way up, go ahead and place one forearm on the mat to propel you up. We inhale at the top and exhale, tilt the pelvis back. And keeping that engagement there through the glutes and the abdominals, nice and controlled here. A little pro tip for you, if you need more assistance, place a thin towel underneath the small part of your back. Inhale, reach. Exhale, again, we're going to roll up. Hands overhead. Lift the head, neck, and chest. Come up with control. Beautiful. Go ahead and place your hands at your sides. From here, I want you to bend at the knees. As we sit up tall on our sits bones, we're going to press your hands into the mat. From here, we inhale, engaging the abdominals. Exhale, lift one leg to tabletop. Set the foot down. Inhale, engage your abdominals. Exhale, opposite leg comes to tabletop. Nicely done. Warming up the knee flexors here. Some nice gentle moves as we progress into our glute work and our arm work. Okay, for 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. From here, I want you to go ahead and bring one of your legs to tabletop. Extend leg long. Bring that same leg to tabletop and extend leg long. Okay, we're going to challenge the abdominals a bit. Okay, inhale, bend at the knee. Exhale, extend leg long for 3, 2, and 1. Make sure not to hold the breath. Set that foot to the mat. Same thing, opposite side. Bring that leg to tabletop. Extend leg long. And go ahead and press back into your hands here. Now, I don't want an arch in your low spine, okay? So make sure to draw your belly button to the spine, maintaining that neutral pelvis position here. Breathe through it for 3. Stay with me for 2. Last time. Nicely done. So I want you to scoot your bum up, extend your left leg long, extend your right leg long. From here, hands hover over your shins. We inhale and exhale. We're going to roll back. Draw your belly button to your spine. With control, hands come overhead. Sweep them around to the sides. Now flip your palms down. Press your palms into the mat. I want you to tilt your pelvis back so there's no space between your low back and the mat. Bring your right leg, your heel is going to come towards your bottom, and then same thing with your left. So let's continue on with some bridging here to tap into the glutes. So from here, your legs should be hip distance apart, okay? The back of your calf should be slightly touching the back of your thigh. We inhale here. On an exhale, again, I want you to tilt your pelvis back. Then your low spine is going to come up. We're going to peel the spine up off the mat. Then your mid spine. Press your palms into the mat. Come up into your shoulder blades. Right here, I want you to go ahead and pause. Check your rib cage. If it's flaring out, I want you to gather your ribs back together. Inhale and exhale. I want you to go ahead and bring your mid spine down to the mat. And then relax your low spine. Relax your tailbone. Inhale, and then we're going to tilt the pelvis back. Let's do another one of those. Okay, so your low spine comes up, then your mid spine, coming to the shoulder blades. Pause, check your ribs. Inhale and exhale, then your mid spine comes down, and then your low spine. Nicely done. Relax your pelvis, beautiful. From here, I want you to go ahead and bring your heels together, okay? So your feet are together, heels together, knees to the sides of the mat. Now from here, I want you to inhale, engaging in the abdominals and glutes. You're going to tilt the pelvis back. We're going to lift on an exhale. Inhale at the top. Exhale, now I want you to tap your bottom to the mat. Exhale, we lift up. Inhale, we're gonna lower. And again, heels are together, knees towards the sides of the mat. Press your palms into the mat firmly. Okay. At the top, so once you lift up on an exhale, I want you to engage the glutes. Okay. Nicely done. In addition to engaging the glutes, I want you to make sure your abdominals are engaged as well. Moving at a pace today that feels comfortable to you. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Beautiful. Additionally, strengthening the pelvic floor here for 3, 2, and 1. Stay up at the top. I want you to go ahead and bring your legs hip distance apart once more. So from here, press your palms into the mat. If your ribs are flaring, gather them back in. Inhale as you press your palms into the mat, and then exhale, I want you to bring your right leg to tabletop. Go ahead and set that foot back down to the mat. Left leg now comes to tabletop. Check your pelvis. If it's totally dipping down, you feel like you need more support, you can always place your hands underneath your bottom. Okay, try to keep your pelvis lifted and level. Maintaining abdominal engagement will help you stay lifted and more of a level pelvis as well. Inhale, engage. Exhale, we lift. Okay, alternating marches here. Stay with me. Make sure your heels aren't in super close to your bottom, okay? Stay lifted in a bridge for 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. As we stay lifted from here, I want you to tap the knees in towards each other. So keep the abdominals and the glutes engaged, palms pressing firmly into the mat. All right, so by now you should feel this on your side booty, so your glute med and glute min. Knees are pulsing in towards each other, towards the midline of the body for 3, 2, keep the pelvis lifted, and 1. Stay up at the top. From here, I want you to go ahead, point your right toes towards the ceiling, your heel, dig it into the mat. Lift your pelvis. We inhale, engage the abdominals and glutes. On an exhale, I want you to extend that right leg long, drag the heel in back towards setup position, same thing. So your left foot is staying planted in the mat, your right heel is extending out long. Okay, hips stay lifted. So you should feel this in your left glute. And as you dig your heel into the mat on the drag back, you should feel this in the hamstring for a hamstring curl, okay? The harder you push your heel into the mat, the more you'll feel it throughout the hamstring on the right leg. Last time, don't let the pelvis drop. If your pelvis is getting tired, go ahead and lift your bottom up. Okay, inhale at the top. Exhale, opposite leg, same thing. Drag the heel back into setup position. Inhale, extend leg. And exhale, bring the heel back to setup. Beautiful. You got this. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale at the top, and on an exhale, we're going to articulate back down. So your mid-spine comes down. And relax your low spine. Relax your pelvis. Beautiful. From here, I want you to drop your knees to the side for a second. Take a nice large inhale through your nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Drop your knees to the opposite side of the mat. Let's relax the low back a little bit. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and bring your legs hip distance apart. I want you to turn to your side. You're going to press yourself up. Now at this point, if you need a sip of water, feel free to grab that. So meet me in the middle of your mat. From here, you're going to have a couple of variations with your hands. So modified, interlacing the fingers behind the head, thumbs at the jawline, elbows wide. A little bit more advanced, hands extended in the air. All right, so now I want you to bring the leg out to the side. I want the foot planted firmly in the mat. okay? Toes pointing forward. Make sure your hips aren't twisting, so keep the pelvis square, all right? So pick whichever hand variation you feel comfortable with today for class. If your hands are behind your head, retract the head back. Inhale, sit tall or kneel tall, engaging the abdominals and the glutes. We're gonna side bend. Exhale, return back to setup position, okay? So you should feel this throughout your obliques, right? So your side body here. Inhale and exhale, return to start. Nicely done. Beautiful. Nice fluid motion here. Last time. Beautiful. From here, I want you to go ahead and inhale as you lower. We're going to twist to the side. Exhale, twist back to setup. Return to start. Inhale as we lower. Exhale, we twist to the side. Twist once more and return to setup. Okay. One more time, you should feel this lovely rotation here throughout the mid-spine as your foot stays firmly planted in the mat. Beautiful. Go ahead and relax your hands. Now, your hands are extended to the side. I want you to drop that palm to the mat. Keep your foot planted where it is. Again, hips stay nice and square. Now from here, I want you to extend the top hand in the air or either on your hip. With the foot flexed, I want you to lift the leg up, hip height, and we lower. So with the foot flexed, you'll feel it more throughout your glute med, okay, or your side booty. With the toes pointed, you'll feel this more in your hip flexor. So the aim today, strengthen your glutes, the foot flex here. This is your gal. So stay with me. So we inhale to lower and exhale to lift. Beautiful. You should feel this in your stabilizing hip as well. It's stabilizing glutes. Again, hand extended in the air for more of a challenge for 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. From here, I want you to go ahead and bend at the knees. You're going to sit back onto your knees. Let's go ahead and challenge the arms a bit, all right? So extending the hands out to the sides with the palms facing the mat. I want you to begin to pump your arms, engaging the abdominals right here. All right, pump your arms. You're going to pump down. Nice large inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Be sure to not hold your breath. Nice strong pumps, okay? Like you're kind of pumping through water, same like we do in the 100. All right, nice solid pumps here, no noodle arms. Okay, you should begin to feel this throughout the biceps, triceps. All right, your shoulders should be warm. Beautiful. Stay with me, nice strong pumps for 3, 2, and 1. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to pump up towards the ceiling. You got it? Again, be sure to not hold your breath. Nice strong pumps. All right, for 3, 2, and 1. All right, for another body weight move, I'm going to go ahead and rotate your palms backwards so your thumbs are going to point down towards the mat. Inhale, flip the palms opposite direction. Fingertips now pointing down towards the mat. Inhale, reverse. Okay, so your shoulders should be warm. Adding in some scapular mobilization, as well as strengthening all of the muscles throughout the entirety of the arm. Beautiful. Last time. Nicely done. From here, I want you to go ahead, bring your forearms together, fingertips pointing towards the ceiling. We're going to pulse our arms up, right? You should feel this by now throughout the biceps as we pulse up. Nice strong pulses. Make sure your spine isn't flexing forward, okay? Sitting up nice and tall. These body weight moves are small but mighty. Nicely done. For 3. Keep pulsing. Stay with me. 2 and 1. Beautiful. From here, go ahead and bring your arms goal post. Okay, palms facing forward. We inhale. Go ahead and reverse the goal post. Palms facing backwards. Exhale. Reverse. Palms facing forward. Inhale. Rotate. And exhale. Strengthening the muscle surrounding the rotator cuff as well. Nice fluid motion. Try to keep your arms lifted. Okay, everything shoulder height. Try not to drop your elbows down. Shoulders are up, down, and back. For 3, 2. Last time, palms face backwards and palms face forward. Beautiful. All right, from here, go ahead and place your palms on the front of your shoulders. Let's do a few elbow circles, up, down, and around. We inhale, bring the elbows forward. Exhale, out to the sides, down and around. One more time. Nicely done. All right, from here, let's go ahead and finish up that side lying series now on the opposite side. So, go ahead and extend the top leg out to the side. All right, keep your pelvis square. Try not to rotate your hips. Okay, again, hands either behind the head or extended arms in the air. So pick your variation here. Press your head back into your hands if this is the variation you're choosing. Toes are pointed forward. All right, inhale, and we're gonna come down onto your side. And exhale, use your abdominals to draw you back to seated position. Inhale. And exhale. Challenging the obliques here. Your foot is pressing firmly into the mat. Nicely done. Stay with me. Bring those shoulder blades up, down, and back. Okay. Last time. Nicely done. From here, I'm going to go ahead, place that hand to the mat, fingertips point straight ahead. All right. From here, I want you to go ahead, flex your foot. Inhale, engaging your abdominals and glutes. On an exhale, we're going to lift. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, we lift. Inhale, we lower. Again, hand could be extended in the air or placed on top of your hip. Don't hold your breath. If this is too risky for you, you can always come onto a fist. Okay, another modification here, if this does not feel good, propped up on the hip. If it's too much, it is quite shoulder loading, you can always come down. Okay, we lift and lower. Okay, much smaller. Stay with me. Last one. Exhale, we lift, and inhale, we lower. Beautiful. All right, friends, from here, I'm going to go ahead and grab a sip of water if you need it. We're going to head to the prone position for a few more moves, all right? Strengthening the arms, additionally the glutes. Okay, so from here, we're in a 4-point kneeling position. Now I'm going to give you some options. If your knees are stacked underneath your hips, this next move will be a little easier. So beginner modification, a little bit harder. You're going to bring your legs back, okay, your knees back a little bit more. So pick your variation. All right. Now from here, extending your hands forward. So not directly underneath your shoulder blades. So walk them forward. From here, with the palms pressing firmly into the mat, I want you to first shift your pelvis to neutral. You'll feel that engagement in your transverse abdominis. We inhale, you're going to lower down. So your elbows are going to go towards the mat. Exhale, press up. Okay. Inhale, we're going to lower down. Exhale, press up. Once more. The further back your knees are, the more you should feel this throughout your triceps, okay? Stay with me. Okay, hands, adjust them if they're not shoulder distance apart. press up on an exhale. Inhale, we lower. Exhale, press up. Okay. Don't lose that abdominal engagement. Moving at a nice, controlled, steady pace. For 3, 2, last time. Nicely done. Go ahead and come on down to your stomach here. So bringing your hands and your legs mat distance apart, I want you to rest your forehead onto the mat. Okay, engaging your abdominals and glutes now. Your kneecap should be hovering. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as we lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale as we lower. Again, inhale, prepare, engaging the abdominals and glutes. Exhale, we lift. Gazes straight down at the mat. Inhale at the top, and exhale as we lower down. Okay, stay with me. Again, once more. Inhale. And exhale, lower back down. Beautiful. From here, I want you to go ahead and bring the hands straight in front of you, legs straight back. Okay, so extended long, rest your forehead on the mat. Inhale, engage your abdominals and your glutes. Exhale, we're going to lift everything up. Pause at the top. Now extend your arms and your legs mat distance apart. Bring them back together. Stay lifted again. Arms and legs. So kind of like you're making a little star position with your hands and your legs. Toes are pointed. Your gaze is straight down in front of you at the mat. So together and open. Together and open. Last time. Here we go. Together and open. Relax everything down on the mat. Take a breath. Beautiful. All right. From here, we're going to do one last full body move. Inhale, engage the abdominals and the glutes. On an exhale, I want you to lift everything up. From here, moving to swimming. So lifting the opposite arm and leg up at the same time. Okay. So pretend you had a little X or a little sash connecting the opposite arm and opposite leg together. Those things lift at the same time. We lift and we lower. Beautiful. For 3, 2, don't lose the glute and abdominal engagement. And 1. Beautiful, lower back down. Nicely done. From here, I'm going to go ahead and press your hands back. You're going to sit into a resting pose. Okay, let's relax the low back a bit. Nice large inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. One more inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Nicely done. Go ahead and come back to that 4-point kneeling. Okay. So from here, I want you to go ahead and place your palms underneath your shoulders, legs hip distance apart. All right. Now you can also come onto fists if that feels better to you. From here, I want you to go ahead and retract the head back. So you're going to come into the shoulder blades, heart shines forward, gaze is straight down at the mat. Inhale, engage the abdominals and glutes. You're going to extend your right leg long. Inhale as we lower. Exhale as you lift that leg hip distance, okay? Or sorry, hip height, okay? So what we're aiming for. So as we lift and lower, I don't want your back to be doing this, okay? There should be no crazy arching throughout the spine. Our spine should not be going into spinal extension. So maintaining a strong, steady, stable pelvis is key here, all right? And that is the reason why we only lift the leg hip height, all right? Creating a safer workout for you, as well as working on injury prevention. Okay, it's our goal in our Pilates moves that we do. So we inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Nicely done. Strengthen the hip extensor muscles here as well for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. From here, I want you to go ahead and bring the heel towards your bottom, and you're going to extend leg long. Again, bring the heel towards your bottom and extend leg long. Keep the leg lifted. So inhale as we bend at the knee. Exhale, extend leg long for 3, 2. You should feel this in your stabilizing hip. Last time. Nicely done. Go ahead and bring that leg that we just worked out towards the side. All right. So from here, I want you to go ahead and sit back into it, okay? Like the resting pose that we just recently did. You're gonna come forward, pressing into your palms. Exhale, sit back into it. Inhale, you're gonna come forward. You should feel this. This is a nice stretch throughout your hip abductor muscles, okay? Beautiful. One last time. Nicely done. Go ahead and bring that leg again, hip distance apart. Let's do that same little sequence on the opposite side. So either on fists or palms. Shift your pelvis to a neutral position, engaging the transverse abdominis from your legs hip distance apart. Engaging the abdominals and glutes. Extend left leg long. Inhale to prepare. Exhale as we lift. Inhale to lower. Really utilize your lateral breathing technique, okay? Breathing from the sides of a rib cage, okay? And envision your rib cage as an accordion. This will help to direct the air into the sides and the back of the rib cage. Okay, and on an exhale, you feel that slight lift throughout the pelvic floor. Keep the legs straight for 3, 2, last time. Nicely done. Lift the leg on an exhale. You're going to bend at the knee, heel comes towards your bottom, and extend leg long. Again, we bend at the knee and extend leg long. Now you should feel this in your stabilizing hip. Okay. Try not to hold your breath for 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and set that knee down. From here, I want you to go ahead and sit back into a resting pose. Walk your hands out towards the side of the mat here. Relax your forehead down on the mat. Go ahead and walk your hands opposite direction. Feeling a nice side stretch here, okay, through the intercostal rib muscles and the obliques. Holding the stretch for 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. All right, friends. So meet me in the middle of your mat. Once more, let's end our class with just a couple stretches here. So I want you to extend your right arm in front of you. And you're going to bring it towards the side, extending the opposite arm. Okay, you're going to relax that hand through the middle of the opposite arm. And this nice stretch throughout the back of the tricep, all the way up through the shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and place that same arm that we just stretched. The palm meets the back. And then you're going to relax as you place the opposite hand on top of the elbow for an even deeper stretch through the back of the tricep. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. One more time. Nicely done. You're going to release that stretch. Same thing now on the opposite side. Again, feeling this nice stretch through the back of the tricep, all the way through up to the shoulder. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and place that palm on your back. You're going to hold on to the back of the elbow. Beautiful. For 3, 2, and 1. Release that stretch. From here, we're going to bring your shoulders up, down, and back. For 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Go ahead and swivel your legs around. Now the hip abductor rock back that we did, let's do that on the opposite side now, okay? So your palms meet the mat. You're going to extend that left leg now to the side, all right? And you're going to sit back into the stretch. Okay, you should feel this nice stretch through the inner thigh as well. Inhale as you come forward, and exhale as you sit back into it. For 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Okay. Now from here, let's go ahead and stretch out the glutes. So extend your left leg long. Go ahead and cross your right leg over the top. And then you're going to place your forearm on the back side here of your thigh. You can also add in a little rotation here. Rotation throughout the mid-spine. Holding the stretch for 3, 2, and 1. Nicely done. Release that. So crossing the opposite leg over the opposite thigh. Again, resting the forearm on the back side of the thigh. You can add in this rotation here as well for 3, 2, and 1. Release that. Stretch. Nicely done. Swivel your legs around. We're going to come to standing. And let's end our class with a Pilates roll down. So meet me in the middle of your mat with your legs hip distance apart, okay? Equal weight in both feet. So relax your hands at your sides. From here, you're going to inhale, engaging the abdominals and glutes. Exhale, you're going to flex the spine forward. Then we tuck our chin to our chest. Release your glutes as you cannot maintain that neutral pelvis anymore. As you come down, relax the crown of your head. It should be facing the floor. Inhale, pause. Exhale, engaging the glutes and stacking the spine bone by bone. Nicely done at the top. Drop your shoulders away from your ears. Beautiful. Now you should take note how you felt at the beginning of class when we did those 2 roll downs in comparison to the end of class with that last roll down. It's pretty remarkable what Pilates can do for the body. So thank you so much for joining me for this class today. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I can't wait to see it in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.